Hey guys, welcome back to Collecting History. Hope everyone's had a very good day. Let me show you something here. There's 183 comic books in this short box. My goal was to get 200. Let me explain. Okay, so my goal was, like I said, 200. Unfortunately, I didn't get quite that much, but I came pretty close at 183. It's not too bad at all. What happened was Pastimes Comics. I heard about this last weekend on Free Comic Book Day. I heard Scott, the man in charge of Pastimes Comics. I overheard him say something about a big weekend sale coming up the next weekend, which would be Mother's Day weekend. And so I kind of just waited around to kind of see what was going on. And on Facebook, it popped up from Pastimes Comics that they were having a big sale. Their $1 comics were 100 for $10. That was unbelievable. Considering the fact about a year ago, not quite a year ago, but close to it, they had this dollar comic book sale like this, but it was 25 for $5. I ended up getting 75 comics that day, but I got 183 comics in here. Most, are, of course, modern comics, but the things that I collect, if you follow me for a while, you know I've been collecting things like uh, keys, no matter how minor, uh, milestone comics, and just real cool covers, especially if it's like an Alex Ross. So I went through and I was trying to find as many as I could get. So I go into the store. There's another guy already there. He's going through the dollar comics. It's just me and him at this point, going through quite a bit of the dollar comics. I started. He was over near the A's, and I was into X. So we were just kind of on each side of this table, which is not a very big table. There's comic books on the top shelf, and then there's some, I think it's like two shelves below. There's more comic books. All are dollar comics, and they also had sales. I believe like 20% off of sets and the statues and stuff. I didn't go through any of those. I didn't really have time to do that. So my goal was to go in and see if I could get maybe 200 comic books, which was pretty cool, I think. And I do my channel here is on a budget. I try to do as much as I can on a budget. And spending like close to 20 bucks for comic books, that's a pretty good budget. So, I look for those things. And past times has done good deals like this in the past. I always enjoy going in there. Scott, who runs the place, is a really cool guy. I've known him for 30 years. And we worked together years ago at another place. And I always try to give him my business when I'm ready to do comic books shopping, which is not very, very often. But I don't do like some, and I'm not there every week, or sometimes I even once a month. But I try to go as much as I possibly can. And when big deals like this happen, I go in. So I just love collecting things that are really cool. So what I got to do is I got to get these through the hip comics. As a matter of fact, let's pull out a cool one here. There you go. There's one. And I got several cool covers, just really nice covers. I did find, I'm not sure if I got any key comics or not. I was going through stuff pretty quickly, just kind of grabbing and putting it. I got a short box. I bought a short box, filled it up as far as I could with. It's a little bit wider. It's a little bit wider short box, so I could actually sit some on the side if I had to. But I just okay. So I get to this point to where I have this box full from one side to the other. So as I start to go back after I get all these things organized in this box, probably 5 or 6 people have walked in at this point, and they're all in this dollar comic book area. So I had to yield, had to tip my hat and say, okay, we got what we got. And I'm very happy. And again, I'll have to go through Hip Comics and put all my stuff and catalog it. But man, it was a good day. It was fun. I was in there for maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Just had a blast going through the con. And he was actually, I mean, I'll tell you, he was selling good because when I was there the week prior, pre comic book day, there was several dollar comics. And when I went in, and this sale started Friday, today's Saturday. So I know people went in and picked, really went in and cherry picked on Friday to find what they wanted. And Saturday, I didn't get there till Saturday afternoon. And so it had been picked through pretty good. But I did come across some good things like the Flash. I got, let's see, some Green Lantern stuff, Captain America, and most things that if you follow me for a while, I do DC, but I did find some Captain Americas and some Avengers and things like that. So I'll go through all of these and put them in my hip comic catalog. I'll see if there's anything of major importance, like key comics or whatever, and I'll let you know. I'll definitely show you all these comics in another video. I won't be doing that today because I even have to go through this myself. And even though I do remember some, I don't remember all. I was kind of picking and going. I know I got some JSA, I got some JLA, things like that. But I'll go through, let you know how I did on these comic books. But again, a shout out to Pastimes Comics. You guys are great, the best in Western North Carolina. Thank you so much for all you do there. And guys, until next time, God bless. We'll see you soon.